Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to call to order the regular monthly meeting of the Houston County Board of Education for November 13th. We will ask that we will all silence our cell phones so as not to disturb our meeting. We will have a moment of silence, and after the moment of silence, I'm going to ask Eagle Springs Elementary students if you will come down and lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance. At this time, we will have a moment of silence, please. Thank you. Please stand. Eagle Spring. Go ahead. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all very much. Thank you. We're always pleased to have visitors with us today, and we have a full house today, and that means we have a lot of high-performing students, so we are glad to see all of you all here today. We want to recognize our visitors for today. Eagle Springs Elementary, we're going to ask Dr. Andrea McGee if you will introduce your guests, please.
Thank you. We're very glad to be here. Such a big crowd today. This is unusually large for us. I want to share with you, I brought two outstanding students with me. JJ Nelson. JJ, will you stand, please? JJ is a member of our student council. He's been with us the last 2 years in 4th and 5th grade. He's an he got a special award end of last year for making all his reading goals for the year. He also takes Taekwondo. He's an orange belt, so he's working along toward that. He is a part of our Science Olympiad team, loves math, and hopes to be a computer scientist. I'm hoping our STEM influence has helped him with that a little bit. So thank you, JJ. We appreciate all you do at Eagle Springs. And then next we have Destiny Chappell. Destiny's also a member of a student council. She's been with us since kindergarten, so she's a true Eagle Springs product. She is a member of our Legro, our modern band, our Science Olympiad team. She likes gymnastics. She does that outside of school. Science is her favorite subject, and she wants to do something with animals, but she hasn't quite figured that out yet. But again, a great STEM influence going on there too, so thank you, Destiny. And then our last, I have with me our Teacher of the Year, Miss Angela Foster. She's been teaching for 19 years, 12 of which have been at Eagle Springs. I'm proud to say I hired her when she moved here from Florida. She has taught 1st and 4th, and I was very proud that my child actually got to be in her class in 1st and 4th grade. She's was one of his favorite teachers as well. She's our EIP reading teacher currently. She's started some things like our book club. She's a member of our intervention team. She helps facilitate our PLC process for 3rd grade. She's currently working on her leadership certificate at West Georgia, which is awesome. And not only does she strive for excellence at school, and she's had a very high growth rating with her students she works with, but she also strives for it at home, and we're very glad. We're going to embarrass Aiden. Hey, Aiden! That's her son. He's here as well. So just, you have to take these advantages to embarrass him while you still can. So we're very glad to have all that she does. She is just a trooper. She's a lead learner. She's always sending me stuff. Read this. Have you heard about this? So she's just an excellent example of what all you would want a teacher to be at your school, and I'm very pleased to have her with us. So thank you for having us today.
Thank you very much. Next, we will have from Hilltop Elementary Principal Dr. Ovita Glover. If you will introduce your guest, please.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing us to be here today to be a part of this greatness in our system. We're here today to share some of our best Hilltop players at Hilltop. We'll start with Mrs. Wanda Stafford. Mrs. Stafford, she's our counselor at Hilltop Elementary School, been part of our system for the past 22 years. So we're thankful to have her here today, taking care of all of the needs for our students as well as our teachers. And now we have Mrs. Doris Siemens. Mrs. Doris Siemens, she's our Teacher of the Year. She's been with us for the past 5 years, but she has also served in the armed forces. She comes with many certifications to include her reading endorsement here in our system, as well as teacher support system for coaching teachers. She has taught grades 3, 4, and 5, and she's definitely an asset to Hilltop Elementary School, and we enjoy having her each and every day in our building. Two of our great, outstanding students, I know we can't see little Lainey. Can you come closer? We have a little senior here on the hallway. We have little Miss Lainey Wright. Lainey, she's a second grade student at Hilltop Elementary School. Lainey, she enjoys dancing, softball, Legos, you name it. However, her favorite subject, she says, is recess. Okay, Mama, we enjoy that, right? Her mom actually teaches fifth grade at Hilltop. Also, however, Lainey, she desires to be a scientist one day, so we're thankful to have Lainey. And last, we have Jaden Jackson. He is actually a fifth grade student at Hilltop Elementary School. Jaden, he enjoys basketball, being with his friends, and most of all, we ask, well, what do you like about our school? And he says he loves his teachers and he loves his subjects. His favorite subject is math, and we are constantly recruiting every day, so kudos to Jaden. He wants to be a math teacher when he finishes his career. So thanks to Jaden. Thank you.
Next, we have from Tucker Elementary School, Principal Miss Eddie Williams. If you will introduce your guest, please.
Yes, my teacher was not able to join us today. She is not with us right now, but she is the example of everything we want Tucker teachers to be. She is hardworking, she is innovative, and she has taken the lead in our RTI process. And we are very, very thankful to have her with us at Tucker Elementary. Also, we have Nakia Jones. And Nakia is a very hard-working student, and she loves math and writing. She also is very excited about the fact that Tucker is a good place to make friends and learn how to be a friend.
All right.
She has a great work ethic and is excited for every day, and you always see the smile. And this is another Tucker toddler that is very hardworking. She loves math. She would love to be an accountant one day. She also enjoys reading in her spare time, and she also loves social studies. So I cannot brag on her enough because she is definitely what Tucker wants to show. A leader, she is encouraging to her friends, and I thought the sweetest thing one of her friends said about her that was posted out in the hall was, she is almost perfect.
All right. All right. And from Perry Middle School Principal, Mr. Heath Birch. Your guest, please.
All right. First of all, I want to thank the board and the superintendent for inviting us. It's always a pleasure to come out. The hard part is narrowing it down to 3 people to recognize. We have such great students and teachers, but the 3 that I brought are very deserving. I'm going to start with our first student, Miss Lakin Summers. Please stand up. Lakin is an 8th grader at Perry Middle School. She truly leads by example, more of a silent leader, I would say. Her peers in the class really look up and respect her because she's prepared. She's dependable, so she really helps out in that aspect. She's very involved around Perry Middle School with FBLA and FCCLA. She recently won 2nd place in the chili cook-off at the Georgia National Fair. Talking to her at lunch today, surprised she doesn't even like chili. So how that happened, I don't know. She told me she was kind of voluntold that she was going to be the chili expert at Perry Middle. So they taste tested throughout the semester, and obviously they did a great job. Some of her passions are her family and her faith, and she loves spending time with special needs children. So we're thankful to have her at Perry Middle School. Our next student is Mr. Trey Wright. Trey does a great job. A couple of things that stand out about him is he comes to class every day with a great attitude. He's fighting it back right now, but he has a wonderful smile. Go ahead and show everybody, you know. He's mad at me because I told him he had to give a speech when we left school, so it took him a little while to get over that, but he truly does a great job. Like I said, he is very active in class. When I say active, I mean it in a good way. He is engaged. He takes a leadership role. Other kids look up to him. He's involved in football. He plays wide receiver for a football team. He was honored as the McDonald's Player of the Week one week by Perry High School. He plays basketball, as well as being involved in TSA, which he was a Student of the Month in TSA this year already. So he is truly doing a great job in Perry Middle School, and we're fortunate to have him there. Our teacher of the year is Mr. Jeremy Manning. Mr. Manning teaches 6th grade math for us at Perry Middle School, and we always talk about a well-rounded child, a well-rounded student. He is a well-rounded teacher. He's on every leadership team that we have. He volunteers his time at Gates and keeping clocks. He coaches. He does everything, but he never forgets that the most important thing is what goes on inside the four walls of his classroom. He is truly a great teacher. You can ask anybody of our school. He's probably one of the best math teachers we've ever had there, and the numbers speak for themselves. He boasted a 93% student growth percentile this year, and for those of you who don't know, that means all of the kids in his class are learning at a high level, and it's not just 1 year. He's been high for the past 3 years, and he doesn't do it in one class. He has 4 math classes, so he is producing in the classroom. But what sums it up the most for me is a parent came into my office earlier this year, and I thought we had done something wrong. She said, "Mr. Birch, I want to talk with you." She said, "I want to tell you about my son. My son has been going to school for the past 5 years, and he has just dreaded it. He hasn't wanted to come. He's performed very low academically. He's not engaged. He just doesn't like school until this year. And it's because the job that your 6th grade teacher, specifically Mr. Manning, has done with him, building his confidence, showing him how to have success. Now he hurries home. He runs inside the house. He's telling his mom about what they did at school, about how he performed in math class. So that pretty much sums up the job that he's doing at Perry Middle School. We're very fortunate to have him, and I appreciate y'all letting us come.
Thank you. Again, we have special guests, and we want to recognize all of them for their achievements, their performance that they give throughout the year. And of course, during this time, we want to recognize our special visitors. For FCCLA, our first place state winners in Northside High School. Our schools are very active, family career, community leaders of America chapters. Today, we will recognize those students who won first place in the state and top 10 in the nation award. We'll begin with Northside High School students who won a gold medal for placing first in the chapel service project displayed in the senior category. This also qualifies them to compete at the national level. Ms. Jill Massey and Ms. Claire Jessica, please come forward with your students. Would you tell us about your student? Tell us about your student and what he accomplished.
James and his team, Riley, and also Jared, they had a project in which they raised over $500 for third world countries to build wells so that they'll have fresh water. So he got first at state, and then we went on to nationals. And he also got 16th there.
All right. That's good. now we will honor our FCCLA winners who won awards in the top 10 in the nation. Our FCCLA students were among the top competitors in Georgia to advance to nationals, where they, amongst thousands of participants who competed in 30 different star events. We will have several schools to honor. The students we recognize today won gold, a silver, and scored in the top 10 in the nation. We will begin with Mossy Creek Middle School, national FCCLA winners. Mossy Creek won second place in chapter website junior category. With Principal Dr. Ann Gentry, please come forward with your students and introduce your students and tell us about them.
Thank you all so much for having us today. We certainly appreciate this opportunity to recognize these two young ladies. This is Allison Frater. She's a ninth grader at Houston County High School. And she was in the 8th grade last year at Mossy Creek. And this is Lindsay Everett. She's in the 7th grade at Mossy Creek. She was a 6th grader last year. And they were a team together. And the event that they participated in was a website event for their chapter. And so what they did all year long is they developed a website, created it themselves, kept up with their chapter meetings, all the events that are going on, kept up with the minutes and the agendas for their meetings, took the photos of all the events that were going on, and they were invited to go to nationals, and at nationals, they won a gold award, and then they also ended up placing second in the nation in their chapter event. So we're really proud of these two young ladies. They've represented our school system and their school in a great fashion, and congratulations, girls.
Next, we will recognize Northside Middle School. Northside Middle School won 5th in the nation in the chapter in the youth display junior. With the sponsor, Ms. Ginger Caldwell, please come forward with your students, please. Introduce your students and tell us about them and what they're accomplished.
We're members of very good thing. Elena Gonzalez, Kayla Ordonez, and Cindy Ordonez, and other not sisters or cousins. They competed in the year review, and they are 3 great young leaders that planned out our entire year, worked every single event. We were overachievers, and so we ended up, everything they did helped us gain middle school chapter of the year, which I'm excited. And we have a fight for that. Not only did they impact our community with every event, and they supported both camps and made specific gender blankets for families that lost children. We did pennies for puppies. I cannot tell you how many pennies we rolled. And we made a huge donation to the no shelter in Hudson County. I'm really proud of their accomplishments. Their parents are greatly proud of their accomplishments. But our girls' family is really, really big with pride.
Next, we'll have Warner Robins Middle School. Warner Robins Middle School won 10th place in the U.S. in the chapter in review display junior category. With advisor, Ms. Amanda Hayes, please come forward with your students. Introduce them to us and tell us about what they've accomplished.
Okay.
I'm going to say something real quick. Amanda Hayes is one of the best teachers that we've had come to our school in the last several years. She does an incredible job with our students with HCBOE. Our practitioner, I'm going to turn introduce you to a lady that's very special with her.
This is my daughter, Grace Hayes. She competed chapter review display for Warner Robins Middle, which is basically an overview of all the things that our chapter does in the year, and placed
Next, we'll recognize Houston County High. Houston County High brought home 2 national awards, winning 2nd place in the Focus on Children Junior and 6th place in Environmental Ambassador Senior. Dr. Ryder, would you please introduce your guest to us?
Well, unfortunately, our FCCLA representative, our teachers, were not able to come today. They're actually in professional learning. But I do want to introduce these ladies to you. First of all, I have Anna Deal. She's a senior. And then I'm going to introduce, and then let them tell you a little bit about what they did. I've got Emma Owens and Madeline Hagman. So do go ahead, senior privilege, and tell us a little about what you did.
Hi, I'm Anna Deal. I did an environmental disaster with actually engaged which was able to make it to nationals. We did a project called The Power of FCCLA, letting our community know what the power is of conservation of batteries and light bulbs. And we were able to raise about 200 batteries and bulbs within our school.
Emma?
I'm Emma Owens, and I competed with Madeline Hagman, and we compete in Focus on Children, and we taught a class on food, nutrition, and exercise.
All right. Again, Ms. Hollison and Ms. McFadden couldn't be here today, so they do a fantastic job with our program, and we very much appreciate them.
Again, I want to congratulate all of our winners, FCCLA winners. We are very proud of you all and all that you do. And again, a special thank you to all the advisors. Thank you very much. Now we want to recognize our school psychologists. This week is November 12th through the 18th, the School Psychologist Awareness Week. The theme this year is Unlock Potential and Find Your Password. Our school psychologists support students by working to create a safe, healthy, and supportive learning environment that strengthens connection among home, school, and the community. Our school psychologists are present with us today. Please stand. We want to thank you for all that you do for our students and our families and happy School Psychologist Awareness Week. We appreciate all that you do for our families and our community. Thank you again. And now we're going to ask the Director of Gifted Education to come forward, Ms. Dan Jacobson, if you will come forward and recognize our 85 students. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Wilson, board members, and Superintendent and our staff. It is indeed my pleasure to introduce you to students who affectionately call them the AG5ers because they have earned at least 1 5 on the AP exam that they took last May 2018. Most of them at the time were 12th graders and 11th and 10th and 12th graders, of course, are no longer in the system. They graduated on. But I'll let you know that there were 67 of them who earned at least 1 AP5. AP falls under the category and the big umbrella of College Board, and it's scored on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, of course, being the highest score, and it means extremely well qualified. So, we had all total 159. That's a record, can you tell? So 67 of them have graduated, and we have in a booklet here that we created for each one of our students, and a couple of extras for the schools and for our board members. We have 92. Now, we might not have all 92 over here. Of that 92, 25 of them earned at least, or the other 5 on at least 2 exams. Of those 25, 17, which is another record, earned a 5 on at least 2 exams. 4 students earned a 5 on at least 3 exams. This is the total. 3 students earned a 5 on 4 exams. and one student among you, and the following are 5 different ACT exams. So passing the AP exam is certainly an accomplishment, and hopefully everyone will get to college, because colleges, university colleges, they recognize the reputation of AP. It also saves money, because in theory, you don't have to take that class in college. If you have taken it in high school, that's a college class. And every year we keep track of how much money we earn in tuition. And we use UGA as our flagship for that. So over the past 2 years, we hit the $3 million mark, and this year we hit the $4 million, $4,027,000. So in this book that we have highlighted, you'll notice if you have an opportunity to take a look at one, that we have the student's picture, the list of their exams for which they earned an 8 at 5, where the student believes he or she will be in 10 years, and a leave behind a comment. And sometimes they talk about teachers. It's really worthwhile because it gives you some insight to student life and just how influential our teachers can be. Just briefly, some of the areas that our students seem to see themselves in about 10 years is science, and that includes biochemistry, wildlife biology, anthropology, veterinarian. Technology and engineering includes aerospace, mechanical, environmental, electrical, and chemical. Medical field, we see among us doctors, nurses, pathologists, pharmacists. We have people who are going into psychology, psychiatry, pediatrics, and physical therapy. How about computer science? We have that too. And we also have our students who are planning to go into military, politics, finance, business, fine arts, literature, real estate, law, architecture, education, including an AP teacher. And last but not least, we have someone who wants to be a stay-at-home philosopher. So, there are some instructions on how we go about this. If you will, we will acknowledge the schools in this order: Northside, Cary, Warner, Robins, Hudson County, and Veterans. So, principals, as I call your school, would you please stand and introduce your students in order that they are at work? Audience members, if you would please hold your applause until after each school has recognized their people, so that will be 5 times the applause. And students, as you hear your name called, go ahead and stand for just a moment to be recognized. It is a brief moment of glory, nonetheless, it is your moment. So after you stand and you may be seated so that as you're up and down, we can have a better view of everyone, okay? Now, if you want to take a photo, because of our larger today, we're going to take 2 group photos, but because of the weather, we're going to do it. We usually go outside on the stairs, but this year we'll stay right inside the lobby and make special thought that will help us accomplish those photos. Last but not least, let me say this because I think we could all agree with this. Congratulations, well done, and thank you. We appreciate and we are grateful that you represent yourselves and your family, your teachers, your schools, and our system in this most outstanding manner. Can we hear it one time, just briefly, for all these kids all together, and then the second.
Thank you, Ms. Jacobson. All right, so first we have Simone Crowder, I'm sorry, the senior at Northside. She made a file on the U.S. AP History exam. Also had Jared Mack, he couldn't be with us today. He's also a senior. He made a file on the U.S. AP History exam. Timothy Bank is a senior. He made a file on the AP Human Geography exam. Chris Simon and Daniel Rowland. He's a junior at Northside. He made a file on the AP World History exam. And then Willow Truman, who got this place in the back here. She's also a junior and made a file on the AP World History.
Perry High School, Mr. Martin.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is David Martin, and thank you all for allowing us to be here today. We have 11 Perry students that are high achievers here, and we want to call their names out and recognize them and give them their due props for their diligence and preparation. First, I have Andrea Almada, who is a senior, scored a lot on AP Statistics. I have Ms. Adriana Rippon, a senior, who scored a 5 on AP US History. Ms. Phoebe Gidry, a senior, who scored a 5 Heidi Hall, 11th grader, AP Calculus. Chase Hampton, senior, AP Statistics. Mallory Lee, senior, AP English Language and Composition. Miss Emma O'Neill, senior, AP US History. Paige Haskell, 11th grader, AP Statistics. Kamal Patel, senior, AP Chemistry. Trevor Vandersall, 11th grader, AP Biology. And last but certainly not least, Hannah Walters, 11th grader, AP Statistics. Let's give them a hand. Thank you guys for having us today. I go through this list to see, obviously there's the right students for 85, and I look at the students. Every one of these students are actively involved in one of the class school and something else beyond just the classroom. So thank you guys for being involved today. As I call your name, please stand. Mr. James Adams, AP Environmental Science. Arnold Gordon, AP European History. Sandra Gordon, AP European History, AP US History. Jonathan Copeland, AP US Government. Kaya Dean, AP European History, AP US History. Oliver Henry, AP English Language and Composition. Mary Toto, AP US Government and Politics. Ms. Emily Howard, AP English Language and Composition, AP Environmental Science, and AP US History. Ms. Morgan Lee, AP US Government and Politics. Ms. Paige Magato, AP English Language and Composition, and AP European History. Mr. Junior Montgomery, AP US Government and Politics. Ms. Peyton Owens, AP US Government and Politics. Peyton Page, AP Psychology. James Peck, AP US Government and Politics. Ms. Olivia Rooney, AP US Government and Politics. Mr. Schmidt, AP US Government and Politics. Ms. Bella Benedict, AP Psychology, and AP US Government and Politics.
Well, it's really interesting. When we were going to eat, the guy at the restaurant asked me why we had all these kids, why we were all dressed up. I said, well, all these kids get AP5s. And he quickly asked me, I didn't want to go into great detail about what AP5 is. And I started to explain to him, and I finally looked at him and said, they're a lot smarter than I am. But if you were to ask my daughter, who's a senior at North Georgia, her AP classes help prepare her for college more than any other classes she took. So we encourage our students at High School to take as many as possible. All right, Kate Chung, she's a 12th grader, AP Physics, AP Stats. Okay, Alexa Comporte, she's a 12th grader, AP Spanish. Stephanie Doblat Mellon, she's an 11th grader, AP History. Lucy Goodwin, 12th grader, AP Lang and Composition. Kieran Harrison, AP World History. Cameron Hayes, AP Lang. Maddie Key, AP Lang and AP US History. Megan Crick, AP Psychology. Alyssa Lee, AP Lang, AP US History. Shavani Narain, 11th grader, AP Psychology. Harsh Patel, 11th grader, AP Computer Science Principles, and he was unable to be with us today. Craven Patel, AP US History, 12th grade. Murali Patel, AP Chemistry, AP Lang, AP Statistics, and AP US History, and Murali's a 12th grader. Wow. Madeline Cricket, AP Lang, AP US History, and Maddie is a 12th grader as well. Jeffrey Ray, 11th grader, AP World History. Carter Richter, 12th grader, AP Chemistry, AP Computer Science, AP Physics. Ethan Roy, 11th grader, AP Psychology. May Rubafava, 11th grader, AP Statistics. Christopher Satia, 12th grade, AP Chemistry, AP Computer Science, AP English Language and Composition, and AP US History. Avery Sawyer, 11th grade, AP Computer Science. Brandon Schmitz, 11th grader, AP World History. Nikita Shetty, AP Lang, AP Psychology. Nikita is a 12th grader. Harsh Singh, AP Lang. Jackson Smith, AP Lang. Both Harsh and Jackson are 12th graders. Tien Tran, 12th grader. AP Chemistry, AP Computer Science Principles, AP English Language, AP Physics, AP US History. 5 classes. Andrea Lobos, 12th grader, AP Physics, AP Spanish, and last but not least, Glenn Wright, 11th grader, AP Statistics.
Dr. Barber. I'd like to thank the Jacobson and the board for supporting this program and giving our students this opportunity. Today, I'm looking at the be here with 31 birth students. In total, we had 62 Warhawks, counting our graduating seniors who had 92 and 85 last year. So I'm very thankful to be at a school where we have teachers who have really helped to develop and grow this program. Akasha Wara, chemistry, English language, psychology, and U.S. history. Nathan Babbitt, world history. Isaiah Bailey, world history. Gabby Diaz, statistics. Jake Brown, world history. Colton Dodd, English language, psychology, and U.S. history. Hannah Doggett, psychology. Elizabeth Edelblue, statistics. Gage Edge, U.S. history. Nathaniel Farmer, biology. Aiden Foster, statistics. Landon Kirkland, chemistry and U.S. history. Calvin Maddox, chemistry, English language, U.S. history. Brady Monkey, statistics. Victoria Martin, statistics. Killian McSweeney, English language and U.S. history. Benji Nelson, statistics. Hannah Popejoy, English language. Isha Shaw, statistics and world history. Cameron Shepard, statistics. Heather Sillets, statistics. Matthew Simpson, English language and U.S. history. April Stradling, psychology. Hannah Stanley, world history. Crystal Tran, statistics. Joseph Tran, English language and U.S. history. Natalie Van Slyke, statistics. Jared Bennett, environmental science. Colton Walker, statistics. Madison Weidenbach, English language and psychology. And McGuire Doe, English language.
Thank you, students, for all your hard work and families who support them. Thank you for working hard because you are a prime example of what we're all about, and that is producing high-achieving students. A great example. Thank you. Our agenda, we have quite a few items on it, so we're going to move right on into adopting our previous agenda. Ms. Helen Hughes.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to adopt the agenda as presented.
Second. It has been motioned and second that we adopt the agenda as presented. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you very much. Our minutes from our previous meeting, Ms. Hughes.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to approve our minutes from our previous meetings.
Second. It has been motioned and second that we approve the minutes from our previous meeting. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. At this time, we normally individually as board members make comments, but in the essence of time, we've agreed to pass on all board member comments, except I would like to say on behalf of the boards This community is a great community, and of course, as a veteran community, military community. And I want to thank all the schools, all the students, and everyone who had a part in recognizing us as veterans and recognizing what the freedom of this country is all about, and that is with our military community doing what we have done and what are doing and will continue to do to keep the freedom of this country. So on behalf of our board, we say to all of our schools and all of our students and everyone who had a part in it, we say thank you for honoring our military and our veterans. Thank you very much. Superintendent comments, Dr. Scott.
Yeah, and I too want to congratulate all our AP5s and all our students that were recognized here today. I was looking through this book and I saw several of you that put down that in the next 10 years you hope to be teaching, and that's exciting.
Oh, yes.
And I hope you plan to be teaching in Houston County. I also saw a school psychologist. I saw Dr. Kennedy over there. I think she may have taken a picture of that person, so she's already looking at recruiting. And so it's always great to have the recognition for the AP5s and your hard work, and certainly it demonstrates the hard work that your teachers put into making sure that you're successful. And just to echo what's already been said, it will prepare you for the work that's going to go on in college and for your future. So to that, I say thank you for you investing the time. Also wanted just to mention that we completed our SACS accreditation visit last week, and thank you to Dr. Payne and Dr. Ann Williams-Brown for all the preparation that the T&L department did to get prepared for that. All of our schools were prepared, and the lead evaluator was very complimentary. Although we won't get our report for about 6 or 8 weeks, the evaluator was very complimentary of our school district and was really amazed at the culture of our school district, and I think that's what's exhibited here today. And so we were very proud to complete that process and have it behind us. And school improvement is an ongoing process, but it's always nice to have those milestones behind you, and we'll have another 5 years. And I would be remiss if I didn't say a special thank you to Dr. Ann Williams-Brown. We were talking about that, and it's like her 4th or 5th SACS visit that she's headed up for the district, and that's every 5 years. So she's been doing it for a long, long time, and she's been very successful at it. So we couldn't have done as well on our report without her help. I also wanted to recognize our One Act. All of our high schools gave wonderful performances at the One Act competition, and all 5 brought home an award. 3 schools, Northside High School, Perry High School, and Warner Robins High School won region championship. In addition, Houston County High won runner-up, and Veterans High won 3rd place. Warner Robins High went on to be the runner-up at state for the 2nd consecutive year, and both Northside High and Perry High also won 3rd in the state. So congratulations to them. We also had several students who were named Best Actor or All-Star cast members, and so we're very proud of those students and those accomplishments. Our coach and students athletes have also done well at region and state. Congratulations to Northside High and Warner Robins High on making it to the 2nd round of the football playoffs. And in cheerleading, Houston County High won 3rd at state. Houston County High also won 5th place at state in softball, and Hoco's girls cross country won region and advanced to state. Veterans High boys and girls won region cross country and advanced to state. One of our veteran high students, Mackenzie Walls, won 3rd at the state, so we're very proud of our student athletes and coaches as well. Our district has partnered with the Houston County Health Department for 10 years for free flu vaccines in our schools for our students and our employees, and that program began on October 15th and continued through today. And each year, thousands of vaccines are administered to our students at our schools, and we appreciate the efforts of our nurses and certainly our med techs in our schools, and then also our health department. And Amy, I would also, Veterans High School, I was told at the health department meeting that y'all had a phenomenal number of people vaccinated, and so they had the highest participation of any high school in many, many years. And I think there was some 250 or something that were vaccinated at Veterans High School. She said she was determined she was getting them all to school and making sure that y'all were well and ready to go to school. So flu's not an excuse. Also, Parent Engagement Month is in November, and we want to celebrate the contributions of our parents. Our Title I schools are offering activities throughout the month, such as family nights and workshops. Our system is fortunate to have parent involvement coordinators and engaged parents. Thanks to Carla Thorpe, our district family engagement coordinator, who's done that job for a long, long time and just works behind the scene tirelessly, and we certainly appreciate everything she does in our system. And in closing, I want to wish everyone a early happy Thanksgiving, and reminder that our district will be closed next week, November the 19th through the 23rd, to celebrate this time with our families. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, sir. At this time, we will have our department reports. We received them and had a chance to read through them. So I'm going to ask the board members if you have any questions or comments concerning our department reports. If not, we'll go right into our financial report. Mr. Thurman.
Mr. Wilson, do you want to? Beth, you needed this time to give the students time. I think that some of the principals were concerned about them getting back in time for the buses.
Yes, those who have to leave, please feel free to do so.
And AP, remember that the AP 5s want to get a picture out front in the lobby.
How long-winded you are. Maybe they give you a free meal out of it, you know?
It's on AP 16. One school, 67.
Hey, Mr. Jack, how are you doing? Good to see you.
Yeah.
Preaching to the choir. Sorry. One Robin schools are just worried about getting back.
I'm saying, no problem, no problem.
So did you say he told anybody what
She may get to him, but
just go down the line?
That's right. Well, it'll take them another 15 minutes to get them around.
Even the students that want to be an accountant. I know.
bring that accountant student back in here.
That's why he left.
You can go ahead, Stephen.
Requesting approval of the September financial statements. General fund had assets of $52,266,000. We had liabilities of $18,634,000, and we have an ending fund equity of $33,632,000. For the month of September, the revenues were $17,166,000, and our expenditures were $22,053,000. The debt service fund had assets and fund equity of $2,170,000. We had revenues consisting mainly of SPOS receipts of $2,062,000, and we had expenditures of $3,675 to pay for our continuing disclosure agent. Capital Projects Fund had assets of $38,972,000, and that was also the fund equity. For the month of September, we had revenues of $453,000, including $389,000 in state reimbursement on some of our state projects, the HVAC projects, and we had expenditures of $1,497,000. Also included is the preliminary financial information for the month of October. General fund had assets of $50,739,000. We had liabilities of $20,627,000. Then we have a preliminary ending fund equity of $30,112,000. For the month of October, our preliminary revenues are $19,421,000, and we have expenditures of $22,940,000. The debt service fund has assets and fund equity of $4,166,000. We have revenues of $1,996,000. We had no expenditures for the month of October. Capital Projects Fund has assets and fund equity of $36,631,000. We have revenues consisting mainly of interest of $78,000, and we have expenditures of $2,419,000. Also included is a recap of our ad valorem taxes, and through October, we had received $3,628,000. This is a little bit behind where we were last year. As you remember, I was talking to you in June and July and August about how our collections really hadn't come in quite at what they had last year. We will see the majority of our taxes will be received in November, December, and January. So we'll see if we can go ahead and overtake, and this is just a temporary thing. Also included is a recap of your local option sales tax and your education special purpose local option sales tax. It did continue to go up for the month of October at 2.17 and 2.16% over last year's collections. For the year as a whole, we continue to be very good at about 8.3% over the collections last year. And right now, we look very good to meet our projections that we had projected at the beginning of the East Wash program. Then our title ad valorem taxes continue to come in at a much higher rate than they did last year. And basically, right now, we are at 102% over what we had collected last year for the first 3 months. So hopefully this will continue, and I will have underestimated our revenues for this year. So hopefully that trend will definitely, we're looking at it, and then as we said earlier, next year we'll change the amounts we get from the state, and that'll even be nice.
Okay.
Very good sign. The next page I put in just try to explain some of the difference between what we report to you each year in the financial statements that I sent you the week before last. Those have been turned over to our auditors, also to several of our grantor agencies. But just to share, general fund, we reported $34,583,000 each year. I tell you that we, during the budget process, that we will add in the additional funds. That includes school nutrition, the system-wide event, the school principals accounts. So we added $12,953,000 to that. And then also our local option sales tax collections that we show as deferred until we recognize it as it reduces our millage. We're required underneath ASB 34 to count that as revenue. So the general fund that you find in the financial statements comes in at $84,939,000. There were no changes to debt service. Capital Projects Fund changed slightly as we had to account for the amount of contractors' payments that they withhold to ensure that they complete the project. It's called a retainage. And we have, because it is actually earned at June 30th, we have to report that as an expense. So we recognize that. That brought our fund balance total to $132,927,000. Which really starts to tell you why I'm doing this, because in years past, I really haven't tried to share why the numbers are different between the different reporting. But we go into net position, and there was a major change this year, and also one 3 years ago, as we picked up some liabilities. You take the fund balance, we added to it our capital assets of $502 million less the accumulated depreciation over that assets, which added $309 million to our fund balance. We have deferred outflows, which really mainly are made up of the contributions to our TRS, our employees' retirement system from the state, and also our other post-employment benefits, and that's 57 million that was added to our fund balance. And then we had to start backing off interest payable and workers' compensation claims that are open. In total, we won't pay that $1,554,000. It'll be settled at much less, but that's the potential claims that are out there. Then we added in our long-term liabilities of compensated absences. These are the annual leave and sick leave that we pay to our people when they retire or resign from the system. Capital leases, our unamortized bond premium, which was funds that we were given on top of the bond to our investors who wanted to invest in our school system, and the GO bonds of $30 million. Then you see there's two amounts. The system's portion of the net pension liability, and this is per actuaries, and this is the amount that the actuary has said that if our system for the employees of Houston County that are underneath the teacher's retirement system and the state employees retirement system, those that are currently here plus those that have retired, including you two gentlemen, this is the amount of future payments for our employees. And for June 30th this year, it was $258 million. Last year, it was $306 million. Then this year, there was a change in accounting principles, and we had to pick up the other post-secondary employment benefit also, which drastically changed our fund balances. We added at June 30th this year another $208 million. And what this consists of are the amount of health insurance. When we retire underneath our retirement systems, we only have to pay in the employee portion, the part that the employers pay. What we pay on all our employees, that's considered the OPEB liability or other post-secondary. Like I said, June 30th, this was $208 million. Last year, it was $223 million, so it's coming down. The actuaries are recognizing, but because of us having to pick this up, we put the system in a deficit. Even after you added the capital assets, and I wanted to bring this up because we had such a healthy fund balance at the end of June 30th, and the system's looking very good. But by picking up all this additional liability, and that basically is $467 million in liability that the state has made us pick up as part of our records for all future employees plus the employees that have already retired. So I wanted to bring this up because when you look at our financial statements, it makes it appear that we're in the deficit in our net position, which it's only because we're picking up all the future liability that will exist. Also, you have deferred liability, and that's where we came back to the $40,657,000. Our system is very sound financially and continues. We are not alone. Every system in the state of Georgia, anyone that has to pick up such a liability, because of the enormous potential out there, it put every system into a deficit. But I didn't want you to see it because the auditors who are currently upstairs working on our audit will be reporting on this, and when you get a copy of our audit report, you'll also see this amount. So I just wanted to go over it and let you know what is going on with your fund balance and your financial statements.
Okay.
I know that's more than anyone ever wanted to know, but that's what parents do, whoever that student was. Are there any questions?
Board members, questions, comments? Yes, I just want to say, in fact, there was some thoughts going through my mind. I was going to ask a question, but you answered them by saying that our financial situation is very sound, and I appreciate that. And as we look out, as community members look out in the school system here and see facilities, how facilities are being upgraded, how new facilities are being built, again, that's a compliment to leadership of the school system and everything that is done. So board members, I really do, again, am proud to be a part of this community and proud the way everything is being managed, and thank you and your staff for everything you do. Okay, we're going to ask Hoke if he will give us a motion on this financial report.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the financial reports as reported right now.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the financial report for the month of September 2018. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Personnel report.
Seek for your approval, the personnel report for the month of November. For certified resignations and retirements, we have 1 elementary, 1 middle, 1 high, for a total of 3. For certified transfers, we have 1 elementary, 0 middle, high, and system-wide, for a total of 1. For certified new hires, we have 1 elementary, 1 middle, 1 high, 0 system-wide, for a total of 3. And for our current certified vacancies, we have 0 at the elementary level, 1 at the middle, 2 at the high, and 1 at system-wide, for a total of 4 vacancies. This time last November, we had 14 vacancies. We feel good about our 4 vacancies. And for the classified, for classified resignations and retirements, we had 23. For classified transfers, we have a total of 29. For classified new hires, we have 32. And we currently, for classified vacancies, have 36. And this time last year, we had 41. Are there any questions for the personnel report?
Anyone? If not, we'll ask Lori if you will give us a motion on the personnel report.
Yes, sir. I'd like to make a motion to approve the personnel report as presented.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the personnel report as presented for November of 2018. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you very much. Under our new business, we have revised policy DJECA.
We are currently reviewing our purchasing policies. We'll actually bring a few over the next couple of months, Steve. But for this month, I bring for your approval the revision of policy DJECA. And the revised policy, it updates our verbiage for technology. We all know how much technology has changed in the past. And it also requires prior approval for the purchase of hardware and software.
Okay. Any questions, board members? If not, Ms. Hughes, can you give us a motion, please?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to approve the revised policy DJECA as presented. Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the revised policy DJECA. This is dealing with purchasing standardization, I believe. Is that correct? Yeah, okay, thank you. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Next, Amendment 8 between Houston County Board of Education and Parish Construction Group. I'm sorry, my apology. Moving too fast. Thank you, thank you. Revised policy DO, thank you.
And policy DO, it relates to purchasing surplus property disposal procedures. So I bring for your approval a revision of this policy. And the revised policy designates who is responsible to set the procedures for the redistribution or disposal of books, equipment, and supplies for our district.
Is that done through gov.net or GovDeal or whatever, or how do they sell those?
A lot of it is, yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions or comments?
I just have a question.
Go
What's
ahead.
the difference between redistribution and disposal, or disposal and redistribution? On the first sentence?
What we did was we aligned them where the words came in the same order. We just cleaned up the policy since we were revising it. Just to keep it
I mean, it's the
consistent.
same words, just different order.
That's correct.
So that it was consistent.
But the main difference between the first two sentences is the director of purchasing sets the procedures for the first one, and then you have the superintendent or designee for the disposal of books. That's what differentiates those two sentences.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
Question? Okay, Brian, I'm sorry, Rick, if you would give us a motion, please.
Yes. Make a motion to approve revised policy DO.
It has been motioned and second that we approve revised policy DO. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. The next one will be the Amendment 8 between Houston County Board of Education and the Construction Manager Parish Construction Group.
Yes, sir, we're requesting approval of Amendment 8 with Parish Construction as our construction manager. And this consists, Amendment A consists of 3 projects in our 2017 eSplosh program. The HVAC projects in Bonaire Middle School, Fagan Mill Middle, and Perry Middle. And those amounts are listed for a total of $3,693,542. And just note that out of that amount, $2,975,000 will be covered by state funds through our GSFIC reimbursements.
So the 3.6 million will, the 2.9 million will deduct off of it. So we're only in for 1 million.
About approximately 700,000 of our East Loss proceeds on these projects.
And this was one that we talked about earlier, that we were going to go ahead and get it this phase and the third phase done, and in hope and saving some money. And this project did come in way under budget. We had set aside about 5.4 million, I believe. So we saved that much on the entire projects together with phase 2.
Okay. Any other questions or comments? Brian, if you can give us a motion, please.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve as presented the amendment number 8 between Houston County Board of Education and Construction Manager Parish Construction for the HVAC replacement Phase 2 for Bonaire Middle, Fagan Middle, and Perry Middle, with a total financial impact of $3,693,542.
Second.
It has been motioned and seconded that we approve the Amendment 8 between Houston County Board of Education and Parish Construction Group as presented. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you very much. The next one will be Amendment 9.
Yes, sir. We're requesting approval of Amendment 9 between the Board of Education and Parish Construction as our construction manager. Amendment 9 consists of several projects also. It is the Northside High School competition gym and kitchen addition that was included in that project. Also the Northside High School auditorium renovation and the Warner Robins High School gymnasium. We also will come back to you to do the Warner Robins High School auditorium at a later time. We weren't able to get it into this amendment. The total amount of all of those projects is $20,728,000.
And just as a reminder, when we tore down Tabor, it required us to have some additional prep space, kitchen, and so that was always part of the project, was to create the actual seating space where the students eat lunch or breakfast and lunch is big enough, but the area where the kitchen did not meet state requirements without this addition, and so a kitchen addition is part of the project.
Yeah, that's what I was, but because we tore that down with the table, that's what I
Tabor kitchen, that was part of our kitchen.
So it's going to be actually a larger kitchen now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Other comments, questions? Dave, can you give us a motion, please?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve as presented Amendment number 9 between Houston County Board of Education and Construction Manager Parish Construction for the construction management services on Northside High Competition Gymnasium, Northside High Kitchen Addition, Northside High Auditorium renovation, and Warner Robins High School Competition Gymnasium. Total financial impact of $20,728,927 to be paid for by eSplosh funds.
Second.
It has been motioned and seconded that we approve the Amendment 9 between Houston County Board of Education and Parish Construction Group as a Parish Construction Manager. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you very much. Next one, amendment to contracts between design professionals Altman and Barrett Architects and Owner in the Houston County Board of Education.
Yes, sir. This is a request to go ahead and name Altman and Barrett Architects as our design professionals for several of the projects you just approved. This includes we have an amendment to their contracts 7, 8, 9, and 10, which will consist of the Northside High School kitchen renovation, the Northside High School theater renovation, Warner Robins High School theater renovation, and also the Perry High School canning plant. And included in there are the amounts for the individual projects.
Let me give you a little bit of explanation on this one. This is one that those projects were all together originally, and Stephen wanted them separated out so that he could keep the budget separated to keep up with each individual project. And so when we pulled those projects out, they became separate contracts with our architect. And I don't know if you remember or not, but previously we had used another architect on some demolition and some other work, and it was about, they were charging us 7.5%. So to go with Altman Barrett, who we already had approved for the gymnasiums and the other work, we were able to get that at 5.5%. So we're saving 2% on the architectural fees. But originally these projects was all designed as part of the competition gym projects, and we pulled them out so that we could keep up with the budgets independently. And so when I saw those amendments, I just told them that we needed to bring those so we could make sure y'all understood that.
Okay. And I've got a question about the cannon plant. Now, is this the demo of the cannon plant, or is this the demo and the design, or just the design?
Well, there is no, this is at the new site.
Okay, and that's still the bus shop in Perry?
Yes. That's right.
Okay, so this is just the design at that new?
Yes. That's right.
Facility. Okay, that's what I was, okay.
Okay, very good. Any other questions or comments? Yes, Hokie, can you give us a motion, please?
Yes, I'd like to make a recommendation, Mr. Chairman, that we approve the contract between Design Professional Altman and Barrett Architects for the Northside High School kitchen renovation, the Northside High Theater renovation, the Warner Robins High School Theater renovation, and the Perry High School cannon plant. The total financial impact is $154,000, no change. It's going to be paid from East Bloss 2017 to 2022.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the amendment to the contract between Design Professional Altman and Barrett Architects and the owner and the Houston County Board of Education as presented. All in favor of the motion, please show a right hand. Thank you. The next one will be safety and security upgrade for 9 facilities.
Yes, sir. As you remember, in the summer, we installed access controls at 6 elementaries, and I had asked Mr. Hill to continue that process. And so these are 9 additional facilities at Warner Robins Middle, Shirley Hills, Quail Run Elementary, Northside Elementary, Eagle Springs Elementary, Thompson Middle School, Russell Elementary, Northside Middle School, and Huntington Middle School. The total amount would be $107,778.99. The majority of this, and hopefully we can get them all, I've been fighting the state, but we received a grant, a facility safety bond grant, and we're going to apply the majority of these costs anyway to that grant as we continue to utilize that funding. And this is to provide access controls at those 9 schools, similar to what we have here at several other schools where you use your badge to gain access.
Great. I was going to ask you, I can remember going to all these, I always thought they had badge access, but none of these did?
They use the key fobs, and that's what we're getting away from.
Right.
The technology is just changing.
No, I know, but it's the upgrade part of it, okay.
And the goal is eventually to have all
We're going to have all schools. These are just
right,
national.
15 now,
Yes,
6 plus 9.
And then some of them
All the
actually
new-
did the renovation. We went ahead and updated and had it. These are some of the older schools that had the key fobs. Yes,
Okay.
I'm just curious why Northside Elementary, we're getting out so cheap. Seems like to be out of line.
There's very limited outside doors. I've walked that with Mr. Sims.
Maybe we ought to have all our schools with limited outside
It's just
doors.
how they're designed.
Yeah.
It's really, you really have everything under one roof at Northside Elementary. If you don't have that, we continue to have outside gymnasiums, outside classrooms. This is something that Dr. Scott's talked to me about.
We did Northside this summer, but there was a door that was left off.
Oh, so that's the, okay.
all these schools, we added that door back since the bond was in place for it.
Okay. Well, that explains it a lot.
Okay. Any other questions or comments? Lori, can you give us a motion, please?
Yes, sir. I'd like to make a motion to approve the safety and security upgrades at the 9 facilities listed for a total financial impact of $107,778.99.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the upgrade of safety and security at the 9 facilities as listed for the amount that was listed. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you very much. Next, monthly purchase for 2019 budget.
Yes, sir. This is to request approval of the purchases that are required to come before you. As you know, we do this each month. We're requesting approval of basically purchases with Pyramid School Products for classroom and office supplies, Yancey Bus Sales for the purchase of 96 camera systems for our Angel Tracks Vulcan 5 camera system for our buses, the installation of those cameras with Peach Tech Mobile installation, and then with Safety National Casualty, this is who we have our excess workers' compensation coverage with. The total of that is $416,000 from the general fund, and then we also contract with Bibb County for reimbursement of salaries and benefits for the GMETS coordinator and the secretary that are located at Lindsay Elementary that work with our students.
Yeah.
And this is, that is to be paid from Title 6B IDEA funds in the amount of $58,770.
Okay. Questions, anyone? Comments? Helen, can you give us a motion, please?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to approve the November approval of purchases with a financial impact of $416,000 from the general fund and $58,770 from the IDEA grant funds.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the monthly purchase for FY 2019 budget from the general fund of $416,000 plus and the IDEA fund with the $58,770. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you very much. Next will be job description revision.
Yes, I come before you today seeking your approval for the revisions that have been made to the EL parent and student liaison job description. The job description for the ESOL, this liaison, changed under the ESSA, which is the Every Student Succeeds Act, and the Family Engagement falls under Title I now. So this was a recommendation by our Title III area specialist from the state as she was reviewing our Title III budget. They're very minor.
Okay. Questions, comments, anyone?
EL does stand for English Learners, right?
Right.
Make sure we understand our acronyms.
Right. And just to follow up with that, I was so used to ELL until when I saw one L, I said one L is missing, but it has changed. Thank you very much. Thank you. Rick, can you make a motion, please?
Yes, sir. I'd like to make a motion that we approve the job description revision for English learner, parent, and student liaison.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the revision of the job description for English learners, parents, and student liaison. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you very much. And last on the agenda for action will be the Houston County Career Academy.
Yes, we again are seeking approval to renew the Houston County Career Academy charter contract between our Board of Education and the State Board of Education. It's been 10 years since the Career Academy started. So, but there is an annual process that we go through every year, but this is the official, the big one, if you will. Just to kind of give you a little bit of information, Career Academy is part of the Georgia College Career Academy Network under the Technical College System of Georgia. And that goes hand in hand with the Georgia DOE. And this association allows us to apply for grants and funds should they come available. If we were not part of this group, we would not be eligible.
Okay. Questions or comments, anyone? Just a comment I have, I heard something on the news this morning about career academies, and their report was not very positive as far as graduation rates and things like that go for some systems, and I started thinking about our system and how well our Career Academy is doing and the graduation of that, so it's commendable to the leadership there and to everyone who is supporting it, so thank you. I think she's back there in the back. Yes, thank you for what you're doing, and have a great graduation rate. Thank you.
We have 97.8 of the students who come over to graduate, so we do encourage that and like that for the results.
Thank you very much. All right. Brian, can you give us a motion, please?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve as presented the renewal for the Houston County Career Academy Charter Contract with the Houston County Board of Education and the State Board of Education.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the Houston County Career Academy's charter renewal between the Houston County Board of Education and the State Board of Education. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you very much. This is great. All right. The next item on the agenda would be a person who wishes to address the board. Right, okay. We have Ms. Shanella Lane. Are you here? Okay. This will be an executive session, so we will need a motion to go into executive session for a tribunal appeal review.
So moved.
Second. We'll also have personnel matters.
So we will go into executive session for student tribunal matters and for personnel and land matters. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. We will take a 5-minute break for executive session, and we will come back. Thank you.